Hello everybody, it's VE Day tomorrow, so happy VE Day. I think maybe we'll do an assembly about that or get some other member of staff to do a VE Day assembly, but happy VE Day, Victory in Europe Day, tomorrow. So today's Friday assembly is happening on a Thursday because it's bank holiday tomorrow. And this is a story, again from the Thinking Stories book, so at the end of it you can maybe think about things and how to continue the story. And having said that, this week I had a reply from the story from last week, which was about the story stealer, and it came from Australia. So it was amazing. I must publish it on the website. This person who viewed the YouTube channel for some reason found that story and wrote his reply about what happened. He set it in the Aboriginal indigenous population, which was incredible. So at some point I'll put that story up. So you've got to beat the Australians now. Let's get a story, an extension of the story from this story today. How many times can I say story? This story is about a young girl called Akela. Okay, so for whatever reason there might be, she was able to solve all the world's problems. Incredible, really, because she was young. She was only about 8 years old. But the story is also about, I want you to think about, it's the story about how young people in the world actually could solve a lot of the real problems that exist in the world. And it's also a story about some people are really frightened and scared by people who've got solutions to problems. Strange, but it's true. And sometimes people with amazing solutions to the world's problems are totally ignored or even imprisoned. So this story is called The Idea Angel. And as ever, you're going to do it in one take, so any mistakes will be included. Now, Akela was a smart girl. Her head was always full of absolutely brilliant ideas. In hospital, just after she was born, so she was just there, a young baby. Normally young babies just sit there and cry. This one, Akela, she learned how to talk almost immediately. Boom, she could speak. The doctors and the nurses and her parents were absolutely flabbergasted. How can this child be speaking so early? This is incredible. They tried to work out what was wrong with her. Strange, not what was right with her, but what was wrong with her. But then she grew and she grew. So around about 2 years old, she suddenly worked out how to solve people's illnesses just by looking at their tongues. So she got people to stick out their tongues. She'd look at their tongues, give it a bit of a poke, and she'd say, you got the measles, or you're not looking under the weather. Show me your tongue. She'd stick out their tongue, and she'd poke and look at the tongue, and she'd come up with the illness those people had got. The doctors were flabbergasted again. When she got to 5 years old, she was able to invent a car that ran on water and not petrol or diesel. Incredible. She managed to work out a means of delivering food to all the starving people of the world. She began on her 9th birthday to design a machine that could take people into space and then back again in time for their tea. Now you'd think that everyone would really love Akela. They'd think she was the best thing ever to be blessed onto this planet. You'd think they'd be grateful, but they weren't. People all around her hated her for being so young and so clever at the same time. She got bullied at school. Even her parents ignored her. Didn't want to know her. People even avoided her in the street. They'd find her walking there and they'd look the other way. They would not want anything to do with her. But you guess, which people hated her the most? Yeah, that's right. It was the doctors. It was the people that made cars. It was the people that delivered food. It was the people that designed spaceships that were slower than Akela's. In fact, they became so worried and scared by her intelligence and her ideas that they kidnapped her and took her to an island in the middle of nowhere. Well, it's actually the Indian Ocean, so it's not the middle of nowhere. And they put her down onto this island and left her there hundreds of miles, probably thousands of miles from anyone or anywhere. Now, any young person or any grown person that happens to, Akela sat down on the beach and she cried. She couldn't understand what she'd done wrong. She wanted to make the world a better place, but it seemed that people were just not interested. She sat there for a long time crying, looking out at the sea. And suddenly she heard a noise from behind her. She turned and she saw this man walking down the beach towards her. She was absolutely petrified. Number one, because it was a stranger on an island. Number two, because as this person or man was walking towards her, it was looking like she was looking directly into the sun itself. She realised that the light from the man would blind her. She turned away. But then she gradually turned towards him, and she realised that the light wasn't blinding at all. It was soft and it was warm. Suddenly, she knew that the man was speaking to her, although he wasn't moving his mouth. That was a bit weird. She could clearly hear the words he was saying in her mind. "Hello," he said. "Don't be frightened. I am an idea angel." Akela thought for a while. "What's an idea angel?" she said, realising she was speaking without moving her mouth. "Everybody has an idea angel," he replied. "We hover around in the space between people's thoughts. We keep watch over their minds. And sometimes, when people really, really need an idea, they're stuck with a huge problem. Maybe it's even a small problem. We help them with a little whisper into their ear. I think on your land, or in your land, sorry, they call it inspiration. But," he said, "I did something that was forbidden, and I was sent to this island as a punishment." Akela thought to herself, without speaking it, "Seems to be what happened to me as well. Strange. What did you do?" Sorry, I'll start that again. "What did you do?" said Akela. "I got angry," said the idea angel. "I got really angry about your world and all its problems. I couldn't bear to see the suffering. I hated watching people hurt each other, destroying the world. I knew what a beautiful place this planet was, and everybody should be there to save it. So I broke the rules," said the idea angel. "This is what I did. I made a plan, and I chose someone in your world who had just been born, and I started to give them really big ideas. I gave them all the thoughts they needed to save the world. I told them how to heal the sick. I explained how to make the world a cleaner place, how to feed the hungry, and how to fly to the stars. Although I knew it was wrong, I couldn't see how my plan could fail. This was bound to work. But before I had a chance to finish my plan, I was discovered and banished to this island. I was told that this world wasn't ready for these ideas yet, and I'd hurt someone really badly." Akela stared at the idea angel, and slowly she began to understand. It was then that she had her most thrilling idea yet. And as ever, that is where you come in, Hotspur children, and people in Australia, if you're watching still. Come up with some ideas. What do you think Akela's amazing idea was at that point? Really looking forward to hearing your ideas, and I hope you have a great week, and look forward to seeing you next week at this time. Goodbye.